What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Educated Barfly. Today we're going to be making a cocktail called an I am ... I said. It is a mashup of a mint julep and a sherry cobbler. It came from the mind of Morgan Schick, who is the proprietor of such bars in San Francisco as Trick Dog and Bon Voyage, two bars that I really enjoy greatly. It's kind of a nice reconstruction of a sherry cobbler. So sherry cobblers, they emerged around 1820, 1830. Toward the latter part of the 19th century, they included embellishments like pineapple gum syrup and curaçao. And then also, he like decided to add a little Genever to give this drink a little backbone. It's really interesting. The most interesting thing about it is the creation of this menthol tincture, which basically takes mentholated crystals. That's like there is an organic process by which, and I will post in more detail below, where you take the like a menthol oil from mint and then turn it into a crystallized form. It is used in soap making. It is completely organic, 100% edible. They also put it in such things as like toothpaste and stuff. It is a very nice addition to this drink. This drink is also like one of those, a little bit lower ABV, even though it does have a little Genever to sort of bolster up the alcohol. It's a little bit lower in ABV overall. It is a really pleasant drink, and it's actually really nice for this time of year. You know, it definitely has those sort of like mint and sort of nutty kind of flavors, a little maltiness to it. It's really reminds me of like a winter drink, and that's why we're doing it now. All right, let's get into making the cocktail. Enough tickety talk. I know you guys love, some of you love to love it and some of you love to hate it. Anyway, we're gonna do a quarter of an ounce of simple syrup, quarter of an ounce of lemon juice. We're just going to do a single drop of the menthol tincture. This stuff is very strong and it will go a long, long way. We're gonna do half an ounce of curaçao. We're using the Pierre Ferrand dry curaçao, which is my favorite in most cocktails. Not all, but most. And then we're gonna mess with my bowls that like the cap came off. Bowls, seriously guys. Can we make better caps? Now I'm gonna have to like struggle it out of the, oh God, how annoying. And then I'm just gonna do this to pretend that it is a one single thing that isn't broken. Half an ounce of Bowls Genever, or Genever, however you like to say it. And then we're gonna do 2 ounces of Amontillado sherry. We are going to grab this over here now, put our little, this is actually like a usually pebble ice, but today it's a little bit more like crushed ice because my pebble ice has been sitting in the freezer for a week and it's like not as pebbly as it once was. And we're just gonna give it a nice little shaky poo, a little, you know, whippy pants. It's like a whippy pants, not a shaky poo. Oh, a shaky poo is more like, and a whippy pants is more like, hey, and you go like this. I'm practicing my Steve the bartender. Because what Steve does is he's like this, and he's like kind of intense, and then he goes at one part of the video. I think people like it. Maybe it's like he's acknowledging us. All right, and we're just gonna drop it into our glass, like so. We're gonna look for those nice pebbles. Fill up the rest of the glass with as much ice as it can hold. Because even though it seems counterintuitive, the more ice you put in the glass, the less dilution you will get. And we add a very controlled amount of dilution by whip shaking. We added a little bit of chill, a little bit of dilution, very, very controlled. We're gonna add our mint sprigs, these beautiful, lovely, I think we're using spearmint today, right? Is that what we said, Maris?
Yeah.
Spearmint? That's a little... You want to make sure that your mint is nice and lively. You don't want to have it like droopy pantsing on the side. Give it a little slappy poo, a little crushy pants, right? A little crushy pants to make Morgenthaler happy. And then we're gonna add it in. Add our straw. Give it all. You want to put the straw right next to the mint so you get that mint smell as you drink. Oh my God, that is wonderful. So the Amontillado sherry has this nuttiness to it. The mentholated tincture, even though it was one tiny drop, really comes through and pairs well with the nuttiness of the Amontillado sherry, and then the Genever kind of creeps in there. You've got the orange curaçao that really kind of dries it out and gives it like a nice kind of little orange pop. It's very nicely full flavored, very nutty, very fall in flavor. This kind of reminds me of the leaves falling. You know, my favorite part of fall before I moved to California was that time in like late October where it would like, all the leaves had fallen off the trees and it was like kind of wet and moist and had just rained, and you get that rot, the smell of that like rotting leaves. I don't know if it's rotting leaves, but it's the smell of the damp leaf. It's like almost like a smell of the earth. It sort of reminds me of like a sweeter and, you know, kind of nuttier sort of version of that, if that makes any sense. And it's really, really good. My hat's off to you, Morgan Schick of Trick Jog and Bon Voyage. This is a wonderful drink. I think that you guys should all go out and make it right now. It is the I said by Morgan Schick. So go out and make it. If you like our channel, please hit like and subscribe, and check us out on Patreon, patreon.com/theeducatedbarfly. We've got lots of good stuff going on in Patreon. We have expanded the Patreon. We have expanded the tiers a little bit. And then on top of that, we are now fundraising to build a bar. So if you want to go to Patreon and help us fundraise to build that bar, we've got some really good perks for that exact purpose. And that's, I think, it. Oh, definitely check out Barfly mixology gear. That's where a lot of people ask us like what tools we use, and even though we have the logo right in front of each video, I still get a lot of questions. So in the description below, you will have links to each piece of gear that I use in every video, but we'll also have a link to our full Amazon store, which has all of the gear that we use. But you should just go check out their website to see all the good, awesome, wonderful stuff that they make. Check out our apron sponsor, staggerlydgoods.com, and if you decide to buy an apron, we have a discount code, BARFLY SLG20 at checkout, gives you 20% off the store-wide. So check that out, and then check out Surfside Sips, which makes these awesome high-impact glass straws that I've been using in each of our videos. They make really great stuff. Everybody that follows this channel that has bought some Surfside Sips always writes me an email to tell me how awesome they are and how happy they are that they were introduced to these particular straws. And then you'll also be happy because you won't be getting no straws up any turtles or tortoises' noses. That way they're reusable, you can keep them forever. Just you can even get like a little brush to go into the middle of the straw, and they save the world. So why not do your part to drink cocktails and save the world? Yeah, press like and subscribe if I didn't say that, and press the bell icon, and I don't know, I'll say what Graham Stephan says all the time. Smash the like button for YouTube analytics. Isn't that what he says? He says, smash the like button for YouTube analytics. I don't know. Most of you guys are going to hate me for saying smash the like button, but if you do press thumbs up, that does help us out. So that's all I got. I don't know. I want to shoot this cocktail before it completely eviscerates. Somebody always messes. Oh, it's not evisceration. That's skinning a carcass or something. All right, we just don't want this to turn to water. I'll see you guys next time.